Hello everyone, my name is Yachimo and I'm going to show you Castle Story. What is Castle Story? Well, let's take Terraria or Minecraft and combine it with Stronghold. And then you get Castle Story. This means you are tasked with the survival of your small minions, the brick twins, which are essentially naked Lego men. And to do this you have to build a castle, to gather crystals and train more soldiers to keep your little guys safe. So one thing to notice, physics! And these physics are a pain in the ass. Because, as you might have noticed here, much of that wood just dropped off the border of the world into oblivion. So, what resources do we have to make our little castle happen? So we have wood for the basic stockpiles and barrels. We have stone, which we will gather from mines or from the ground. We have blue crystals, which we use to gain more of our brick-tin friends. And we have orange crystals, which provide a light source and explosives. Physics. So, in which state is this game? It is early alpha, it is an early release. So what you're playing here with is far from complete. It is far from perfect and is far from making you happy at some point. Because these guys, as you can see, look at him. His task is to get wood. And he's just standing there trying to unload the goods. Sometimes they need a little push to do this, sometimes they are just stuck in a depression mode, don't react to orders properly. But this is alpha! This is what you have to expect in a game. This isn't even in beta phase. This game wants to deliver you the experience early. It wants you to give you the chance to participate in the development of an interesting game. And oh, come on guys, is it this hard to get clear on your life? Thanks for the answer. So, it has its bugs, but you have to expect it. If you now like to build castles, if you like to have some Minecraft-ish game with more macro in it, Castle Story is your deal. The question is it your deal for early access? So to obtain this game before it is fully released? If these people don't want to bring the wood, they can just tell me. No need to throw it. So, you can go for it. It is truly an interesting piece of work, and it is not a bad choice to go for it early, because I got Prison Architect early, I got some other early access games, and it is interesting to see how a game develops, to be part of the development progress and to see, oh wow, this actually looks like a pretty good game. I won't regret it in any case that I got this game before everyone else. Also, it helps the developer, grants a little bit more money, but you're also somewhat at a risk here. Now to the actual gameplay elements. As you might have noticed here, I'm about to build. And I start with a wooden frame. You don't need to, but it will help in the construction. In case of stones, you place every brick individually, and your victims can place 2 rows and not higher. So if you want higher walls and towers, you are either forced to make huge piles of stone or get help of these wooden words are difficult. These construction devices. Oh, that's embarrassing, sorry. Sometimes you forget even the easiest of words. Frames! Yeah, have a frame. A wooden frame. Damn it. So, as you notice, we send our victims into the mine. They bring out stone rubble and they put them into a box and they will complete the job. Will complete bricks there. Oh, I nearly forgot. You shouldn't too build barrels, because in these barrels your orange crystals will be stored. These orange crystals are necessary to have for light sources and explosives. So we have our frame and now we can start place blocks. You will notice these the regular line of blocks can be placed without a frame. You can actually place blocks wherever you like. And your victims will start placing them. But if I say make a 3rd row, our victims can place them there. And without stairs, your victims won't be able to reach higher levels anyway, because they can't carry blocks or trunks over these ledges. They can climb 1 ledge high. This is important to know, so you can't just make a 1 high wall and expect it to hold monsters off. But you can create stairs, you can create ladders, and this will help you make defenses that are impenetrable for your enemies, but easily reachable by your archers and workers. So, in case of military, we have 3 units available. We have the regular swordsman. He can take a lot of hits and requires 2 attacks to defeat a standard enemy. And we have the archer with a rather long range. Even more if he's on high positions. He kills enemies with 1 hit, if he hits, but goes down in 2 hits as well. I thought I saw in the trailer that there are bigger enemies available as well, but I didn't got this far on survival mode yet. While I'm mentioning it, this game has at this point 2 modes available. It has survival mode and it has sandbox mode. The sandbox mode has no enemies and you can freely dig into the ground to gain resources, while in the survival mode enemies will spawn in regular intervals at an increasingly difficulty and strength, and the only source of crystals and stone is via these mines, which are placed inconveniently along the map. Now, as you can see, the timer ticks down in the top left corner. It will also show us how many minions we have in total, and as soon as the timer goes down, the enemy will spawn and start nagging at our main crystal, that thing here in the middle. With blue crystals we can start to spawn more minions, more victims. This name bothers me a little bit. Brick Twins. Read it for yourself. Brick Twin. Bricktron. It's a pain in the tongue. So, we have now built somewhat of a base here, and excuse me. I'm going to finish this off after the next wave. Anyway, so we're going to build our little tower here. So let's start building stairs so our archers can get on top of it. As I told you, your brick twins can only carry materials to higher planes if they have stairs leading to them. So we want to raise a wall up here. And you notice, oh no, we can't reach this. So let's finish the stairs and get up there. So we use the wood to make our frames, so it takes conveniently less resources than building this with stone. So we have a faster building experience as well. I can start to raise towers, then raise forts, and eventually have an impenetrable fortress. At least that's the only thing that we can hope for. Yes, otherwise, look, it's not too unpretty. This is at this point the lowest graphics setting I'm using, just because I want it to run smoothly. I have yet to test how it looks. Oops. How it looks on better quality, but I assume there will be a lot of glowing involved because of these crystals and our naked Lego guys. Look at them, they're so chubby and unhappy with their situation. Why? Why are you unhappy? Do you fear the night? It is dark and full of terrors, I know. But I try my best to protect you. At least you can try to protect yourself. So in survival mode, we will get visited by the corrupt twins. These are the evil brothers of our victims and are made of stone and glowing purple crystals, I suppose. While we defeat them with our warriors or with our explosives. Their, well, gibs or corpses, however you want to call them, their remains can be gathered and turned into stone as well, which is a little bit macabre, but it reminds me a little bit of the Chinese Wall. Let's use our enemy corpses and place them under the wall or something like that. Wasn't it the peasants? I don't know. In this case we can use our enemies to increase our defenses, and hilarity ensues when we do that. 1 minute more to go before the enemy arrives, and as you can see, as our main crystal is fed with blue crystals, it starts to glow. So as soon as you see a fully glowing crystal, you can start spawning your brick twins. So at this point you might want to hear a suggestion from me. Should I get this game? Should I buy it on early access, or should I wait until it is out later this year, this or next year's? So at this point, it is quite buggy. It is. Yeah, look at this. He's just standing there. Sometimes these little guys have their problems with pathfinding, with task completion, with enemy aggroing, with just standing there in total oblivious way while getting obliterated by these corrupt twins. I have to say, if you hate bugs, if you hate an incomplete game that has not that much to offer yet, except building walls and catapults and some explosives, don't get it. Wait for it until it is more evolved, until it's in a stable beta state. Then you can go for it. Oh, you just missed the death, or I just missed the death of one of these enemies. Is there another one? Yeah, there he goes. Tonk. Yeah. While being made of stone, these bastards can't take a proper arrow to the knee or head. Well, I hope you got a nice impression of the game here. I say, if you like this Minecraft-Stronghold mix, go for the game. See how it develops and be part of the development group by simply testing it. And if you like the game but can't stand bugs and the lack of end game content yet, of proper map editing and multiplayer, just wait a little bit. But still follow it and don't forget it, because it's a great game that's about to hit release somewhere, hopefully. My name is Yarimor, thanks for watching, and I hope you will too enjoy someday Castle Story.